Welcome to the Story of Cooking. I'm Sarah Nicholas. This season we're filming in the heart of the Shenandoah Valley. I'm here at the Natural Bridge in Natural Bridge, Virginia. And now we're in the kitchen. Godfrey, what you got cooking? To the berry knocker.
Berry knocker.
Welcome to the Story of Cooking. I'm Sarah Nicholas, here with my mom, Dell Taylor, and this episode is all about us. What she makes for me when I come home. So, Mom, I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay.
What's the first dish?
Well, I'm really into one-pot wonders, and I never know what time Sarah's coming home. So, we're doing a good old-fashioned pot roast.
And we definitely had this at least once a week.
We had it a lot, especially when I was teaching. I could come home, throw it in the oven, take you girls to ballet or riding or tennis. Yes, she has an identical twin sister. And so it's a great recipe. And my mother, I think it's comfort food for me because my mother cooked a lot of pot roasts in her lifetime.
Because she wasn't a very good cook.
She was not a fantastic cook. Didn't enjoy cooking. She enjoyed teaching, doing other things.
Yep.
But this was something easy that she could pop in the oven.
She had other talents.
And go to church.
Okay.
And come back and it'd be ready. So let's get started.
Yeah, it takes quite a while.
It does take a while,
but that's the best way.
It's low and slow. All right, so get yourself a big, nice pot.
And that is a Dutch oven.
A Dutch oven.
Okay.
Cast iron is best.
I got
We'll need
this.
those later.
Yep.
Let's get going. And I like to start it with a little olive oil,
Right.
just so nothing sticks for flavor. And bacon.
Okay, you want me to cut the bacon?
We're gonna chop bacon.
How do you want it chopped?
Well, I just,
Okay.
cut it across so that
yeah,
we
I
can
know.
just render it up.
I got you, Mom.
Okay, good girl.
It's easier when it's in smaller chunks anyway.
That's right. And faster. Okay, we'll just put that in.
Is it hot enough?
It's getting there.
Oh, it's the sizzle.
It wasn't quite
Sizzles to come.
It wasn't quite the sizzle, but
Not dramatic enough. Okay.
we'll get a sizzle.
All right.
In the meantime, we can start seasoning up our beef.
Okay. And what kind is this?
This is a rump roast, but depending on how many you're feeding, that's the great thing about this. You can major size or less size.
Okay. This is
And,
about 3 pounds.
And a rump roast is really good because it's low and slow. It just falls apart when it's
absolutely.
done. And it doesn't matter how long it sits. It just gets better with time.
Yep.
So salt and pepper.
Okay. You want me to do
I
that?
can do that.
You do that. Give me an assignment, Mom.
Okay. And salt it liberally, sorry.
And literally.
And literally.
Yes.
And lots of pepper. And I'll use kosher sea salt or kosher salt just because I like it. And I can control it better.
Right.
So, do you remember the first meal you ever cooked for me?
No.
Now that you're a wonderful chef.
I'm sure it wasn't wonderful. What was it?
I'm hurt you don't remember that because I have vivid memories of coming home and you and Courtney had created this wonderful meal out on the front porch for Dad and my anniversary.
I do remember this.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And you had it was set up like a little bistro with a little round table.
You're really good kids.
Yeah, you were good kids. She's still a good kid. And it was good. And I remember you had pasta and you had lots. Oh, and you even created the menu. I think you had just watched The Parent Trap about that time.
That would make
Because
sense.
It's kind of like recreating that that scene in the movie. But I got to reap the benefits because I got a great anniversary dinner.
It was good?
Oh, it was delicious. It was pasta, and it probably had canned clams. It was with clam, linguine and clam sauce, I remember.
Okay.
And a big salad, and you baked a cake.
I remember Courtney baking a cake.
Oh, did Courtney bake the cake? Okay, somebody baked the cake, I remember.
My sister loved her to death. Sometimes has kitchen disasters. She's a good cook, but when she does it wrong, she does it really wrong.
But she's really good at faking it
yes.
And making it look good at the end.
Oh yeah, she can make food look so delicious.
She sure can.
Yeah, I don't have that ability actually.
She's definitely the
stylist in the
there
family.
There you go. She would make a great stylist.
Potatoes?
Potatoes.
Are you done with that bacon yet?
It's still rendering here.
Oh, okay.
I just want it to render some good flavor.
No, perfect. What do you want me to do with the potatoes?
I want they're Yukon Gold, so you don't
waxy
have to.
potatoes.
Right. And I like big chunks of potatoes, so.
Chunk it.
Chunk it. That's a good term.
Okay.
Okay, I think this is good to go. Let's get it on the plate.
Okay.
And get this beautiful piece of meat in so it can cook.
First we're gonna brown all the vegetables, right? Or no?
No, I'm gonna brown the beef first.
Brown the beef,
is that
then?
Okay?
No, I'm just asking.
That's the way I like to do it.
No, it's perfect. But then you're gonna brown your vegetables.
Because then I have all those great beef juices to brown the vegetables in. That's my plan.
Go for it.
You know what?
Here you go.
I hope this is gonna work.
You want me to just grab it?
I was going to, but then I didn't think it would look very nice, but we'll do this anyway.
You gotta do what a home cook
gotta
would
do what we do, that's right. Let's put this over here for right now, because you want to bring it back, because I'm going to need it.
Okay.
And I'm going to season the other side. I like to season each layer, just because I really don't think you ever get another chance to get that great.
And one thing you need to know about my mother, she likes salt. So if you have high blood pressure, you might not want to put as much salt as my mom puts in her food. But I love salt. We're a salt family.
Pasta sauces. I love, everything that I probably
We would
shouldn't,
salt
but-
potato chips. Maybe not, but
No, keep telling the story on
I'm
that.
being dramatic.
Just a little bit.
Okay. What next? Garlic?
Garlic.
You want to do that? I'll do that.
Okay, I'm going to try to crank this up and get this rolling. It's nice to get it
So-
on all the sides.
Who taught you how to cook, since obviously Grandma didn't?
I had the fortune, I just do a couple cloves
Okay.
for flavor.
Okay.
But I was really fortunate to grow up in a family that really respected food and loved good food and cooked a lot of very unique food before they were popular to cook.
Such
And-
as?
Oh, I don't know. Well, let's see. Okay, I can remember artichokes.
You want me to smash it?
Sure. Mash it and chop it.
Okay.
My grandmother, Nanny, would...
we mentioned her a lot on the show.
We have, I'm sure, because she's an inspiration for
Yep.
sure. But she would serve artichokes, and we would sit and peel them off at dinner and dip them in butter, and it was just wonderful.
Yeah.
But just things like that. She didn't cook many one-pot meals, I can tell
No,
you.
hers is an all-day process.
She spent
sure.
time cooking and loving it. And yes, Nanny loved fresh flavors and locally grown produce. And she herself in her later years always had a big garden.
Yep. We did some of her canning recipes.
Oh, really? What did you do?
We did the pepper hash,
Okay.
the tomato relish.
Okay, this is a little fatter roast than I'm used to, so let's get some help here. So what did you cook?
We cooked pepper hash,
Uh-huh.
tomato relish, and tomato pudding.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Did you, the tomato relish is always a full day process.
Well, my
So-
friend Amy and I cooked the tomato relish and then waited 8 hours while we drank champagne and ate snacks.
Can you
Or
tell
to
she's
finish.
my daughter? Because that was my next statement. I hope you took time to sit on the porch and enjoy a good glass of wine, because that's what my friends and I do when we do that recipe.
Yep. All right,
Okay.
that looks done?
We are ready.
All right.
Get it out and get our,
Garlic?
we're going to throw everything in the pot.
Okay.
One pot wonder.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's just all our vegetables. That's carrots, Yukon Gold tomatoes, potatoes, and onions. Yes.
And I'm going to leave the garlic for just a minute, just because sometimes it burns fairly easily.
Okay. And here's a trick that I taught Mom.
Yes, you did.
Tomato paste. Add that to the pan when the vegetables are browning, and it just adds such like a nice caramelly
really
kind of like
does.
sweet flavor to it.
When you're finished, you don't know what that flavor is in the background, but it's just wonderful.
Now you know.
And if you don't, turn your face. Each layer needs a little salt.
Oh, I was like, I didn't even know.
There you go.
I didn't know where she was going with that.
And I'm putting about 2 tablespoons of
and let it brown. Let the tomato paste brown on the bottom a little bit.
Can you chop me up some, or get it off the leaf? You don't really need to chop, just get off the leaf.
Yep. This is thyme.
Yes, thyme. Or any herb that you have.
Bay leaf if you want.
Yeah. Bay leaf is good, and rosemary is great. In fact, I have some fresh rosemary. Maybe we should add that. But we'll just stay with the thyme today.
This is your classic recipe.
This is my classic recipe. I love the lemony flavor of thyme, so I have it everywhere. In fact, this is a thyme choice. The garden, or not the garden, the whole front yard of my grandmother Nanny's house was nothing but thyme.
Oh wow!
It's like grass. So you just go up there and lay and roll around
in some thyme.
In the thyme.
Season yourself.
There you go. Okay, let's put this in.
I think I put 3 cloves.
I think you had 3 cloves of garlic.
I like garlic.
Yeah, we all love garlic, so can't get enough.
That's why I married an Italian.
There you go. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll now. Let's put in some beer.
Light beer? Dark beer? Whatever beer you like?
I like it really dark, but the darker the better.
And this
will
what?
deglaze the pan. And also sometimes I use some good red wine.
Yep, that's good too. You want 3 beers in here?
Well, I'm going to look and see.
Okay. Hey.
What you need to do is after you put your meat back in, you need to make sure that it's okay. I put my meat on top of all my vegetables, because then all those good juices just go right down to the bottom of the pan. And we've deglazed our pan with our beer, and all those good flavors are just sitting there waiting.
You want another beer?
Actually, no, let's put a little bit of beef broth, because you want the liquid to come up about halfway over the beef. You don't want to cover it.
Like...
You're looking good.
All of it?
Go on. Dump.
That was perfectly measured. So what's next?
Easy. 350 oven for 3 hours. And guess what? I forgot an ingredient.
Yeah, the bacon.
The bacon. Grab it.
My favorite.
The good part has to go back in. Remember, that's and it just adds flavor.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Great.
Okay.
And so I say we get cleaned up, and this can cook. Because you can visit with your daughter forever and ever, and the best stories, the good stuff, start coming out when you're over the sink washing dishes and stuff. So let's try it.
Okay, let's get that in the oven, and then we're also going to start making some sour cream twist.
Absolutely. Another Nanny classic.
Yep. So now we're ready to cook our sour cream twist, right? This is my childhood favorite. It's one of Nanny's cookies recipes, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to start on the dry ingredients, and you're going to work on the wet ingredients. But tell me the story as we're doing it.
Okay, well, sour cream twist, I have no idea where the recipe originally came from. Probably Nanny's mother.
She's putting yeast in water.
I'm putting yeast, warming it in a 1/4 cup of warm water to get it activated. And while I do that, that is a cup of shortening.
Okay, I'm putting shortening, flour, and salt. So you just added the sour cream because there's sour cream twist. So I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Tell me the story about the sour cream twist.
Well, these have just been a part of our family forever. I'm not sure where the recipe originally came from, but especially around Christmas time, we always had sour cream twists. And Nanny would make a whole lot of them, and you would drink them with coffee every morning for a month before Christmas time. So, and then they're just so good and so versatile that we are now just making them every chance we get.
Yep, we eat them a lot.
We eat them a lot. And
I'm doing your eggs for you.
That's okay. I'm reaching behind you.
It's 2 egg yolks and 1 whole egg.
Yes.
Correct?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm just mixing this together so we can put everything in.
That's kind of weird that you put your yeast in your sour cream.
I hope this is the right way. And it works. It works.
Yeah. It's one of those, I was talking about earlier, unexplainable old-fashioned ways to do stuff that just works.
And it's written on an old card, and Nanny has been dead for a lot of years, and I just hope that it works.
Okay.
And actually,
what do you want to do now? There are your 2 egg yolks, and there is your whole egg.
Right, and I want to whisk.
Okay.
Okay, put these in. We're good.
2 egg yolks going in the sour cream and yeast mixture.
And a
whole egg.
Whole egg.
Okay.
Which we hope no eggshells go in, because I should have done that always in a separate bowl so you don't get any shells in, but I was lucky. Oh, hey, tell us about these are very cool eggs.
So my friend Amy.
How special.
She's on another episode this season with me doing canning. She has a farm called Into the Woods, which we'll learn about. And these came from her farm, Into the Woods Farm in Millboro, Virginia.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. They look good too.
Zester?
Zester, they're lemon, sour cream and lemon actually. So
1 teaspoon of lemon.
1 good teaspoon of zested lemon.
Lemon zest, sorry.
Lemon zest, sorry. But anyway, yes, we had these all the time. And then at Christmas time, Nanny would bake up a lot of cookies, and we'd all get to take cookies home after we opened presents on Christmas. And
spread them all out over the bed, all different kinds of cookies, and then the grandkids would get to go in with baggies and just pick what they wanted.
You remember that wonderful story? Good for you.
Yeah, because her son, my great uncle Douglas, continued that.
He did after she passed away. Absolutely.
You can't get rid of that tradition.
And she always collected wonderful cookie cutters, and she made the most beautiful Christmas cookies. Okay, we're going to put in another cup of raisins, and then we're going to mix it all up, and that is it. And then we have to let it. Oh, vanilla.
You need
a teaspoon of vanilla.
We're going to eyeball it.
Yeah, it's good.
That's way more than a teaspoon.
Okay.
Sorry.
Vanilla's spice of life, in my opinion. It's so good. Okay, and now we can just mix it all together, because this is going to sit in the refrigerator for 2 hours and chill. And then, you know what? Did you put a little bit?
I did. I got the salt.
I missed that
1 teaspoon of salt. Tell us what we're going to do after it chills.
Okay, after it chills, we're going to mix this up. We're going to put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours and let it harden up a little bit, let the yeast do its work. And then, instead of rolling these twists out with flour, we're going to roll them with lots of sugar, different layers. So actually it ends up with layers of sugar and dough and goodness.
Yep, I remember that. And we already have a prepared one, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
no, I'm ahead of you.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we're going to mix these up and get them in the refrigerator to chill for 2 hours. And then we're going to roll them out with sugar, not flour, sugar, and get ready for some goodness.
Okay, sounds good. So we're ready to roll.
We are ready to roll.
Chilling for 2 hours.
Chilled for 2 hours, and you need to put it out on a board. And like I said, we're not rolling with flour, we're rolling with sugar. So let's sprinkle a little sugar.
A little?
Well, a little.
Oh.
I will tell you, it gets better and better the more times you do this, because the sugar gets into each little layer. Great, I'll get my wine out of it. In fact, I'll just drink while you roll. How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? It's a great workout, believe me. And
how
you need
thin?
to put, well, what you're going to do is you're going to roll it out to, let me put some more sugar on top.
Just keep layering it.
You just keep layering. And you roll out as close as you can to a 12-inch square.
And then fold.
And
like
then
a book?
Fold,
Or like a
get it in
package? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
in threes.
Like
One.
this?
No.
Oh.
Threes.
You do
One
it.
over. I'll do it. Okay. This is not a square. We're going to make it a little bit more of a square.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, now can I turn it?
Now, and you can turn, what I do is turn it over. So you got nice, more sugar on the top. Start over again.
It's a lot of sugar.
It's 2/3 of.
Oh, but there was no sugar in
There's
the
no-
cookies to begin with,
this
so
is your
you
sugar.
need
This is
a
your
lot of
sweetener.
sugar.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And okay, that's 12 inches that way. Now turn it 12 inches this way,
Okay.
and then we'll do it again. Fold it in thirds. Turn it over.
Make it into a
You
square.
And you can start again. And you just keep doing these over and over till you use up all your 2/3 of your sugar.
So we're just gonna keep rolling it, layering the sugar as we go until the sugar is all gone, and that's our sweetener. We're gonna pop it in a what?
375 oven for 8 minutes, and when you come out, it's just beautiful twists, and we'll show you those when we come back.
Okay, sounds good. Everything looks great, Mom. Beautiful as usual. Flawless presentation. We have the pot roast with the potatoes and the onions and the carrots and the garlic, all cooked low and slow for over 3 hours. Yeah, I think it was a little over.
It's 3 hours for sure.
And then we have the finished sour cream twist over here, which look great. So your one pot wonder, you don't even need a side dish because it's a one pot wonder. You have your meat and you have your side dish all in one.
And we even put some greenery in there, so you've
Yep.
got a little green. Okay, let's eat and enjoy each other and start telling our wonderful stories.
Okay. Thank you. Here's a napkin for you.
Thank you.
And drink some local wine.
Oh, absolutely. Forgot about that part.
Haven't always been able to do that when I'm coming home, but now that I'm of age, we enjoy some wine.
And now that you've had Asher.
Oh, because you need a stiff drink after having an infant every once in a while.
Let me see what you think.
Okay.
It just falls apart. It's just so
Just like I remember, good as usual.
good.
Yep.
And
Awesome.
we need to get out some horseradish at some point to put on it.
Yes.
That's what we need.
Classic. Always go with
Absolutely.
horseradish.
Always horseradish.
Would you like to sit down to the
I
plate?
will. Thank you.
All right.
And
Let's try the sour cream twist.
okay, sour cream twist.
You can take a bite later.
Actually, I would rather have dessert anyway. I'll have dessert and wine. Tell me what you think.
Well, I already know what I think. Again, just like I remember.
This is
Lemony. Got the raisins and the sugar. So good.
This is coming home again.
Yes. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me on The Story of Cooking. I'm Sarah Nicholas. Until next time, keep the story going.
And thanks for sharing your story with me.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you too.